Hi, I'm Sigurd. Pleased to meet you. Now consider a small story from my own experience. The other day I had a pump at home that decided to go belly up. So being a handyman, I took it apart and found a part that was broken. So then I went online, found the manufacturer, found a list of spare parts. But then of course my pump is a real old model, so they didn't manufacture that anymore. But I saw some part that looked like my broken part, so I took a chance and made a note of the part number. Then I had to find the local distributor and his email, which was even harder. And then I sent them a mail ordering a new part, taking the chance that it might work. And now I'm waiting. Now, I'm just a small consumer. What about all those big manufacturers? Oil and gas industry, etc., etc., shipping, not to talk about them. They are all about equipment, and all equipment that consists of parts that break down and then has to be replaced. What's their situation? Because the costs, if something that doesn't work, that is sent the wrong way or whatever, would be tremendous. So let's look at a solution here where equipment supplier actually has a website where any customer can log on and see his equipment. So let's log on as Ole at one of the customers. And what he sees is a list of the equipment from the same supplier. And he can find the serial numbers, drawings, etc., etc. It also has a list of the equipment parts. And if he expands on this one, because there's a problem today and something with the casing, so he can simply click on the replace this and signs off on that. Then he should fill in a note of why he has to replace it. And then he has to select who at the supplier shall get the order, so we can have some accountability. And he clicks on complete next and he's done his job. In the meantime, you can see that this casing is no more the current component. It's now status is to be replaced, spare ordered, and you can also see who ordered it and who's handling it. And that goes for everybody who sees the same report. I'm going to log out and log on again as Mary at the supplier. And she has an order with all the details from who and what equipment, and most important, what part it's going to replace. And she has to make a decision, handle it herself or assign it to somebody else. Let's do it simple and handle it myself as Mary. And the most important part is that it's to replace this part, which means that we're now leaving the decision what part we're going to send to the supplier, who should know, and leaving the problem away from the customer. And here we got the list of spare parts that can be filtered down, of course, so there are fewer, just to see if we have the stuff. And then we can select a casing here, a new spare part from the inventory. And if it's the right part, yes. If not, it starts a process, procurement process or manufacturing process. But let's ship it. Just to have a look here and what the situation for this report is, that we now have added this new spare that is being shipped besides the other one that is going to be replaced. So I'm going to log out and log on again as Ole at the customer. And he has a message: a spare part has been shipped with all the details, the new part, the old part, the equipment. And when he has installed it, all good, that will end the flow. Otherwise, he'll make a note and send it back to Mary. And now the last thing, we could just see that the new part is now the current component and with installment date, and the old one is here with the decommission date, and this is for history, which makes sense for all parties. Right, thank you, bye.